This is my medical university, the only university in my city without any industry. In total, the school system is way over capacity. Maybe apart from the university, we're making a whole lot of money and we have a good amount of space to expand, specifically the education campus and the education system overall. Let's get it started. First, there is a lot of traffic in general on this intersection because everyone is coming from the highway into this new area or from the train station. To circumvent the highway traffic, we need to build another highway intersection right here leading into this collector. We buy a tile for it, and then so far I really like the partial cloverleaf interchange. We need to line it up somewhat correctly. I hope this works. Yeah, close enough. And then connect the highway. I think that's pretty good alignment. Yeah, looks nice. And we should see very soon vehicles using this new road, because for everyone going here, these commercial buildings and these offices, they are in kind of a pedestrian area, and man, there's much traffic here. I didn't expect it to work this well. There's a parking space here, and these are just like a few shopping opportunities. What are you all doing here? Shopping. Homeless but shopping. Oh well. Okay. How about you? Also homeless, shopping. Going home, maybe from shopping. Well educated. I think they're all going down here towards the train station. That's nice. Yeah, but we're getting off track. People are now using this new exit. All these cars exiting here would have to use this very small street and this intersection up here. I think so far this solves a lot of issues. And if they want to, they also have a very fast way into the office area right here. Very busy, this interchange. I guess that's a good sign. And I see many of them going to the parking lot. Great. So let's get back to the main task, which is somewhat a school district. And I want it to be within this block. Possibly we could recreate something like that so that there is a pedestrian area where people are only allowed to walk. I actually want to explore that concept. I'm going to start with the parking lots, same as I did over here. Of course, we need to allow for an area where people can park. I think it could be a one-way system, just like we have over here with another big parking lot. That looks good. And we do the same thing right here. This is exactly the symmetrical layout at the same parking lot. These are 300 parking spaces each, so quite a lot. And then we can just extend pedestrian streets. Maybe there will be a park here in the middle. For now, just a path. And then let's start with the university upgrades. But I want to do much more than just university. Extension wing is on property. We don't need that right now. And we have quite thin buildings that we can add. Maybe they can fit in an area here. First of all, research facilities. Yes, they fit in barely, just right. And the same as with a practice clinic. It fits in as well. This one gives health, and this one gives a higher chance of graduating. I think they add a lot of expenses to the city, but that's fine right now. I'm also going to add connectivity with pedestrian paths, just so more people can get to this area. Same right here, add up more connections. And I just got an achievement that 20% of my population has a university degree, and we just have one university. Here I could fit a playground, why not? And this one fits a large playground as well as a skate park with some basketball courts. That's a good entry into a university. A lot of opportunities here. Then keeping it symmetrical, everything will be mirrored on this side, just the same way. And as before, we need to ensure connectivity. Oh, this adds even patient capacity. I wonder how the patients are getting into the university building. There needs to be ambulances that come by every once in a while. Next up, commercial buildings, shopping opportunities, possibly some mixed-use housing. Not sure if it will zone. And I really want to add some high-density offices, but they tend to get really, really big. So just maybe it would work if they are zoned quite small. This one is too big. These heights are fine. Let's see what they are going to build here. There could maybe be alleyways that just circle around here, this kind of office park. Let's try it out. It is still supposed to be walkable. Let's first zone the high density commercial. They can fit in here. And I almost forgot, I'm missing other schools. We need elementary schools. I'll put one right here, as well as another high school. And then there can just be more high density office buildings. Or I guess the alleys can still cross through, and then just a park here or there doesn't hurt. This turns out to be kind of a weird area. It's a bit too dense, or denser than I expected at least. Yet I guess that's fine. A lot of foot traffic is starting to get here. And also let's get in another medical clinic. It makes sense here, being next to the university. Actually a really big one, and it will be responsible for now just for this one district. That means I can remove that district from this station here. That should alleviate some of the health problems we have in the city. So far, education fell a bit short. I want to make up for that by adding another elementary school. We're still lacking a lot of capacity, as well as a college right on the other side of the parking lot. And I think it fits perfectly. It can get a giant park. Possibly, if there is a small high school, it could get a sports field somewhere here. Yeah, it doesn't work so far. We'll figure it out. At least there's another college now. And then let's add a few more parks right here, just to add more opportunities. And we have giant commercial demand. So here you go. Feel free to zone it all. Let's plant some trees. A tiny bit of brushing around an area, I think does so much to it. The same as just a few paths like this make an area look especially good. And all these elementary schools filled up instantly. I mean, I say all these, but it's technically just 2 of them. We just have demand growing and growing. There's a love sign back there. Who's in there? And we're back to having crazy demand for a lot of things. A lot of people are now walking these streets. That's great. And this area over here is just crazy busy. Now, one last thing I want to do is to add a bus route. For that, we are going to have a few stops. First of all, in front of the university, both sides, of course. Secondly, here, there will be some expansion at some point. Then in front of the college and in front of the train station. But here we have to be careful a little bit because it's a one-way street. That means the other bus stop will have to be on the other side, right here. Next up, let's get in the buses from the train station to the university, to the future expansion, to the college, and back to the train station, as well as from the train station all the way around in the other direction. Done. Now I'm not sure if I still have enough buses. Yeah, there are buses missing. So I'd really like to add an extension, but there are some buildings in the way. They will have to go, very sadly, but I will get 10 more buses with that extension. The extension is plopped down. That should result in more buses leaving. Yeah, more buses will populate the route and they will get the color pink. And these are the uni roads. Let's see if some people will take this. There's now 2 passengers waiting. That's a good sign. At least some people are using it. The first bus arrives, we'll pick up 3 people, and that will go over to here, where there's already 10 people waiting. Seems like a good route, and it will get only more busy. Lastly, a good space for the high school might be here. It's still in the school district, and we can now fit the tracks right here. That's a good space for it, and it could technically be used by both schools. Now also the university is packed, resulting in this upgrade for 500 more students. I like the way it looks, and I'm still amazed at how many people are just cruising around here. And since we have demand back, maybe now some mixed-use housing right here. It gets zoned instantly. That should kind of tie in this entire area. I'm not sure yet what to think of these like small office towers. I just don't get why there isn't anything between like these tiny like warehouses and like giant office towers. Even though just 2,000 people live here in this area. We grew our population and we brought it back to growing before it was shrinking a tiny bit. Right now a lot of people are moving in. That's why it's so busy here at the interchange. And it's just so many people walking around. That's a good sign that the city is walkable. That's my school district / campus. Let me know if you have any ideas of how to name it. Let me know what else we should build in the city. Until then, hope to see you soon. Happy gaming.